All right, today I want to talk to you about this travel bag. This is the SEG 30 from Matador, and I'll be completely honest with you. I bought this and I was a little hesitant. I looked at it and I was like, this is a cool design, but it could easily fail because sometimes when a travel bag or just a bag in general tries to do something new and original, it can either be really well done or fall really short. And I gotta say that this one, there's a couple things that I have a couple issues with. Overall, this was an extremely fun bag to use and I utilized it really well, and I'm really excited to show you about it. So let's not waste any time and let's get into the SEG 30 from Matador, shall we? And real quick, I want to say this video is sponsored by Western Rise. So you can use my link down below or use discount code ODIE, that's ODIE, to get 15% off your entire order, and my channel gets some kickback, which is great if you want to support me and get some great clothing for the summer. I would highly recommend checking out the boundless shorts. They are hands down some of my favorite, or the movement shorts if you're looking to have your legs a little tan this summer, or you can always go with their X cotton tees, which are phenomenal. They're basically making up my entire wardrobe as I'm getting ready to travel for an entire month to travel. So that's going to be exciting. So head over to Western Rise and get 15% off. How about the channel? Now, let's get into this Matador bag. Okay, so I purchased this with my own money. Matador does not know who I am. They might know who I am because I did put up the poll and everything, but Matador is a great company. They make a lot of packable gear for travel, which is what got my eye. I was like, ooh, packable gear, packable day packs, slings. This is technically a packable travel bag, and I will show you that at some point in this video that you can literally take this with you if you wanted to. I'm packing out a 60-liter bag right now for my month-long trip in Colorado. I'm gonna be doing a lot of travel out there. Gonna be gone for an entire month, so I have to bring a lot of clothing. But one of the cool things about this is if you're doing what I'm doing within a month trip, I'm gonna have a base camp, but then at some point I'm gonna be traveling for a week outside that base camp. I'm not gonna wanna take something like a 60-liter bag. This is perfect. It's 30 liters, it's packable, it has a really unique organization system, but overall it does the job really well, and that's why I was so impressed. This bag is set up in segments. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 segments, and right here on the side it'll tell you just how many liters each segment is. You have 4, 6, 8, and then 12. So each one you can kind of organize whether you want to put clothes in one, tech pouches in another, maybe personal items in one. It works really well. But this is basically all of the organization you have on this bag, with the exception of a side pocket, a front top access pocket. Then you can actually zip open the main thing where these go, and you can put some flat items in there. I'll show you all of this, of course. I'm running out of breath. Whew. Okay, so without further ado, let me just show you how I packed all of this out. Like I said, it was for a week-long trip. I love 30-liter travel bags. I absolutely love them. If you're looking for a good one-bag travel bag for your one-bag travel needs, I would always recommend, if you want to try to challenge yourself to take less, the key to that is get a bag that forces you to take less without killing yourself. Obviously, don't get like a 13-liter bag and be like, well, Odie said challenge myself. I guess I'm taking one pair of pants for a week trip. Don't do that. It's a horrible idea. But I personally like to stick with the 30 to 32, maybe even dip down to the 28 liter, depending. It's one of my favorite sizes, and this bag is phenomenal, except for the 2 caveats that I really have on this bag. If you're looking for a unique and kind of specialized travel bag where you don't have to utilize packing cubes, because you wouldn't on this bag, and that's part of the reason I kind of like this, because each one of these compartments kind of acts as a packing cube, which is what makes this bag unique in my mind and in my opinion, and why I think it works so well, because the way these compartments are, it just works really, really well. So now, here we are. Okay, so let's get into this. Like I said, here is the 12-liter one, and this is where I would recommend putting your clothing. So all I have in here, I just kind of filled it out a little bit. I took more than I normally would for a week-long trip, but I wanted to just show you how much this 30-liter bag can really, really take. So this is where I've put a pair of diversion pants from Western Rise. Love these diversion pants. You gotta check them out. I cannot recommend them enough. And then I have some shirts in here. I have a Western Rise cotton tee, my Not Me Only tee. I love that. And then another tee from Western Rise. And then I also have, speaking of my promo in the beginning, my boundless shorts, because I love these things from Western Rise. My movement shorts, which I mentioned at the front, what a surprise. And then a pair of my work pants. So the reason why I have so many clothes than what I normally would is because obviously I wore a pair of pants and I wore a t-shirt, but my work pants are different And I also wore my work t-shirt on this trip. It was a work trip. I don't know, I probably should have said that. It was a work trip. So when I do work travel, it's a little bit different than when I do personal travel because I have work clothing and I have regular clothing. And those two do not cross because my work clothing is very specific because we have like specific clothing we have to wear. I guess I got a new job. I no longer work in an office. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I am a hybrid West Coast trainer for the company that I've worked for the entire time I've had this channel. So now I go out into the field a little bit and do some hands-on training as well as hosting training seminars. So it's a little bit different. So I don't wear like office clothing anymore when I work. When I'm out in the field, I have to wear like our like steel toe boots and stuff because it's a hazardous waste company. So we deal with hazardous waste. Anyways, doesn't matter. So this is the clothing that I brought. Now all of this fit, sheer panic in my eyes. This is a little loose of a video because I'm leaving in like, looks at watch, like 6 hours for my flight for Colorado. So we're getting this out quick. Anyways, this whole compartment, right? This is the 12-liter compartment. I could have fit some more clothing in here, but if this doesn't show you that you can fit all the clothing you need if you can pack minimally, you can easily fit 2 to 3 pairs of pants and 4 or 5 shirts on top of that. You might be thinking to yourself, well, what about my underwear and my socks and maybe like my sleepwear? Well, that's where this next compartment comes in. How I utilize this one, now keep in mind, the way that these compartments are set up, if you overpack this 12-liter one, it would eventually eat up into the 8-liter one. I keep getting them mixed up. I keep thinking this is 10, it's 8. So if you wanted to, you could just pack out the 12-liter, nix the 8-liter, and then use the, what is it, the 6 and 4-liter as well. I chose not to do that. I used this, the 8-liter, I keep getting it wrong. The 8-liter one, this is where I put all my personal items, socks and underwear and stuff. So that worked really well. I just kind of threw them in here. I don't really fold them. So I didn't use a lot of this. Obviously, the like couple pairs of underwears and a couple socks aren't gonna fill out an 8-liter section, which is totally fine because the way I had packed out the 12-liter, it ate up a little bit of that dimension in the 8-liter, which was fine. I did that on purpose because I knew I wanted to keep all my regular clothes together and then just have a small spot for my socks and underwear, which worked out really well. So these two compartments, you could technically make them like almost one if you packed it out enough, but on their own, they work really well for keeping things like your everyday clothes. And then maybe you want to keep your underwear, your socks, maybe your night clothing, like if you're someone that wears like specific clothing to bed, like pajamas, I guess, but I just call them sleepwear. Whatever, whichever, you can easily use this. Or if you're going somewhere for like me where you're working and maybe you're bringing a little bit of personal clothes, we need to bring a lot of work clothes, you could still use these because I dabbled with that a little bit and it worked really well. So both of these compartments on this bag are phenomenal for transporting clothing without needing a packing cube. No compression, nothing. This is about what I would put both of these together in my Peak Design packing cube that would take up about this much space in a regular bag. But in this case, I don't have to, and I know where everything is. I unzip this, and you can see pretty well down in here, and I'm like, I know I need this, unzip this, pair of socks, pair of underwear, zip, zip. It's like a mobile dresser. It's phenomenal. I'm really impressed with it. So then the next compartment you get into is where I utilized pouches. So not everything in this bag is gonna be clothing. Obviously, I don't have any other organization in this bag, so you gotta get creative with it. So in here, put my SD card case, put my battery card case, and then I put 2 of my pouches. Now, when I travel like this, my go-to pouches are my Wandrd Tech and toiletry pouch. This is my mobile filmmaking gear because I always like to have filmmaking stuff. I won't always take my cameras, like my full frames or even my APC cameras with me, my Sony camera. But I always like to have something. So I have a toiletry kit and I have my tech kit. This has like my Pocket 2, my DJI Action 1, Action 2, some extra mics, cables, dongles, chargers, things like that. So both of these pouches on top of my cases for like SD cards and everything fit perfectly in this 6-liter one. And honestly, there was some room left in there, so you could put some pretty large pouches, but for me personally, that's how I did it, and it worked really well. I was really impressed with it, and again, that's perfect because I know exactly what's in this compartment. I know those are my 2 pouches, so when I get to the hotel, pull out my toiletry kit, that goes in the bathroom. I can leave my tech kit in there, pull it out if I want to, it doesn't really matter. But then you move into the 4-liter, and by the time I got up to the 4-liter, I'll be honest with you, because I kind of like slowly integrated into each other compartment, I only had enough room in here, which is fine because I was kind of out of stuff to bring for my over-the-ear PXC 550 noise canceling headphones. These are like a relic at this point. I've had those for years. I absolutely love them. And then I threw in my fast charger for my iPhone because in a way, one of the things I like to talk about on this channel is quick access, right? Quick access compartments, quick access for security dumps. Realistically, in a bag like this, all of this is your security dump. All of this is your quick access. You're not unzipping anything to get into anything. It's all right here. So I was able to kind of utilize this top one as more of a quick access for what I needed, but not exactly a security dump, because like I said, there is that quick access compartment on the front, or at the top, that I will show you here in a second. But I just wanted to quickly wrap up all of these compartments into this. If you're someone that likes to stay organized, but maybe you don't want to use packing cubes, maybe using bags like the Pete Design 30-liter travel bag or the Pack travel bag, or maybe one of the Wandrd duffel bags that are used for travel. If those are too much because maybe there's too many zippers, there's too many compartments, there's too much going on, and you just want a very simple clothing, pouches, extra items, and you want to keep it organized. So with that, I will show you the quick access here at the top, which is a very, very flat pocket that I put my wallet, my final straw in, because I always like to carry one, and then this little accessory from Matador, which is really cool. I got this with the bag. This is a packable, like, towel, packable blanket. Great for picnics, great for if you're in a pinch. I do a lot of things where I'm going. Lately, it's been raining a lot. Always, if you want like a cool little packable towel, it's a great one to have. But that's it. This quick access is not something that I would have used as a security dump, because I honestly would have put it, all my security dump items would have gone in this top 4-liter compartment, but this is great for items that I'm like, well, I need my straw, I need my blanket or towel, and I need my wallet, but I don't necessarily want to integrate them in any of these compartments. This top compartment was great. Now, there is this side compartment here. I didn't use this. I'm assuming this is for a water bottle. It looks like it would be for a water bottle. I didn't utilize it like that. This was a car trip. I will say that. I did drive for this week-long trip, but you do have this side compartment here. I just didn't utilize it, but still really great. It's got some stretch to it, so I would say that this is for sure a water bottle pocket. I can confirm. So with that, there is a couple other things on this bag. I want to show you the laptop compartment, obviously. So on this side of the bag, there is the laptop compartment, and in here, it's got one of those funky zippers that doesn't go all the way down, right? So when you get your laptop in and out, you're going at the angle, right? So you're going in and then like up and over. This is a 16-inch ThinkPad. This is my work laptop. This is what I brought when I brought this. So yeah, I would suggest 16-inch MacBook Pro would easily fit in here. My 13-inch MacBook Air fits in there really, really well. So great laptop compartment. Just phenomenal around. You also, I didn't mention it, but you have 2 grab handles on either side on this bag, which is great. And then on the back, there is no air channel, and these straps are super flimsy. And that brings me into my main caveat with this bag, is that this is a packable bag. So keep in mind, this, like I said, this can pack away. There's nothing in here now. It can pack away as a packable travel bag. So because of that, there's not a lot of rigidity. There's not a lot of comfort on the straps. So if you're gonna weigh this thing out, now this whole loadout that I just showed you wasn't that heavy. A lot of clothing. The heaviest thing in there was my laptop, and it's probably as heavy as all my clothing combined, because it's a freaking ThinkPad. I could beat somebody to death with it. I wouldn't, I'm just saying I could, because it's that strong. It's a ThinkPad, let's be honest. But no air channel and flimsy straps makes this bag a little uncomfortable if you're in the heat and you're walking for long distances. If you were flying with this bag, and from start to finish, this was your carry-on, from start of security, and you had a gate that was like B570, because that's how it always goes, right? You get to the airport and you're like, oh, I'm terminal B, B4? Oh, great, I'm gonna be at the front. But then it's like, oh, B400 is at the front, B4 is 6 miles down the way, and all the escalators that move are broken, so I'm gonna have to walk 18 miles to get to my gate. We've all been there, and it seems to happen a lot. Always happens when I'm at a hotel too. I'll be like, I'm on floor 3, I'm 326. Okay, cool, and you get to the thing and you're like, 326, it's 6 miles that way. It's like, I didn't even know this hotel was 6 miles long. That's crazy. How come I always had the longest walk to my hotel room in my gate? Doesn't matter. That's the only thing I wish. I wish that there was some kind of air channel. I wish these straps were just a little bit beefier. I think you could beef these up just a tad to make it more comfortable on your back without losing the packability. I really do. I think you could lay this down flat and have these straps be a little bit beefier to make it a little bit comfortable, because it's almost there. It has a nice sternum strap. I mean, if you pack this thing out light, the straps aren't terrible. But I would like to see an air channel and some more comfortable straps. But like I said, at the end of the day, I did wear this. I didn't walk a ton with it, but in the time that I did, which was a little bit, it wasn't that uncomfortable, and I think you could get away with it, especially if, you know, if you're okay with maybe a little bit of uncomfortableness just to get to your flight, I think this bag really makes up for it in every other aspect. I think that besides the strap and the air channel, which were the two things that I was like, a little about, I think the rest of this bag and the way it's laid out and the organization and the uniqueness of how it functions makes up for those in other areas. The last thing I want to show you is how you can unzip the entirety of the bag. So you can kind of see, if you unzip it like this, that's what the inside looks like. So you could put some flat items in here. I put this in here. I'll show you that in a minute. That's a really cool thing. But you can kind of see, here's all of that, organization. It's one giant thing that's segmented on the front. So, I mean, this bag is so flimsy. I love that it's packable. I love a good packable travel bag. It's so cool. But yeah. And then if you're wondering what this is a thing from Gear Halo. 15 bucks for a 3-pack on Amazon. This makes your bag, your gear, everything smell good. So all my clothes kind of have this scent. It's not overpowering. I use it a lot for my camera gear, especially for someone that might get wet in the rain, things like that. This is a great little like scent bag that just works really well. I put it in all my travel bags whenever I travel. It's always forget to mention it, but if you're interested, I would suggest, I'll put the link to everything that's like an accessory or a tech kit or whatever I have down below, including this, because these are great, especially if you like your stuff to smell good. But that's it. That's all I've got for this Matador SEG 30. Like I said, it's a phenomenal little travel 30-liter packable, segmented kind of bag. I think if you're looking for something, like I said, it's kind of like a portable wardrobe that you can just, these are drawers essentially, and I think it works really well. So if you're interested, if you're looking into it, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put those down below. I'll do my best to answer those for you, or you can shoot me an email, odiematthewsbags@gmail.com. If you want to see more pictures, videos, chat, questions, anything like that, I'll do my best to answer that. Check out Matador. Like I said, they have a lot of cool packable accessories. They don't know I'm making this video. Again, it's not sponsored. I bought all of this with my own money, but it's just a really cool looking bag, and I wanted to look into it. So with all that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, all of that good nonsense, and thank you again so very much for all the love and support you give this channel. It means the world to me. I will never be able to express that enough, how much all the love and support means, and I will see you next time.